Welcome to the weekly wrap, where we gather all the hot and spicy news of the week and sandwich it into one delicious segment for you to devour. Let's face it, we've all asked that magic question and had it asked of us. What would you do with $1 million? Short answer, jetpack. But that wasn't video game studio Double Fine's answer. No, no, no. Theirs? Make a kick-ass point-and-click adventure game. Wednesday night, Double Fine Productions set out to raise $400,000 to produce said adventure game by launching the project on Kickstarter.com, a site notorious for financing thousands of indie projects. Well, 24 hours later, every financing record book was smashed when more than 28,000 backers sent in more than $1 million. As of Friday night, the total has risen to over $1.5 million, making it the fastest financed project ever on Kickstarter. In other news, Sony is gearing up to launch its latest portable gaming device, the PlayStation Vita, in the United States by the end of this month. Jim Riley of Game Informer had a nice long sit-down with the president of Sony Worldwide Studios, Shuhei Yoshida, about the handheld's disappointing release in Japan and its future as a viable competitor in a world dominated by 3DS and PSP. Yoshida, quite expectedly, exuded confidence in the new system's ability to perform. Only time will tell. It seems like everybody nowadays is on Facebook, even your parents, which can be kind of a drag whenever you post drunk pictures of yourself or video of Gordon Ramsay eating sushi off your naked body.
Coming up.
Is this your dish?
One home cook serves his dish in the most shocking manner ever.
This is not the kind of place I want to find a hair in my food. Delicious.
For all your friends and family to see. Although one girl thought it would be clever to block their parents from her page and post a nice little love letter expressing just how much she loved doing chores around the house. To all parents out there, take a lesson from this guy. You might learn a thing or two.
That right there is your laptop. You see it's out here on the ground. This right here is my 45. That was the first round. These are exploding hollow point rounds from, yeah, and you have to pay me back for these too, because these are about $1 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, and after that comment you made about your mom told me to be sure I put one in there for her, so that one's from her. And if I got one left, I got 2 left. Now I'm out.
I hope that girl learned her lesson, because if there's something worse than a pissed off father, it's a pissed off father with a 45. 5-card stud, nothing wild, and the sky's the limit. If you're a true Star Trek fan, you'll know what that means. But if you love what J.J. Abrams did for the series and are eagerly awaiting Star Trek 2, then you'll be excited to know that Paramount has signed on Namco to publish a Star Trek game to be launched before the release of the next film. Possibly even more exciting is the news that the original action-adventure story is penned by none other than the God of War writer Marianne Kravchuk and immediately set after the events of the 2009 film. But before you can start counting down the days to the release, hold your horses. You'll have to wait a whole year before this January 2013 title can be put into your Vulcan death grip. And now on to the rumor mill. Ever since Microsoft announced the grand reveal of the Xbox 720 slated for this year's E3, the internet has been lit up like a Christmas tree with rumors, concept art, and possible specs for the next generation console. Well, you can add a new, possibly true rumor to the ever-growing pile. Xbox World Magazine has reported the 720 may implement, and I quote, an HD screen surrounded by the traditional 360 buttons and sticks. If true, the magazine goes on record stating it could be a remote when you're watching TV, a browser when you're on the internet, and even a portable gaming device in and of itself. This week had 2 major titles released on Xbox and PS3. Jackie Estacado is back with a vengeance in The Darkness 2, Digital Extreme's follow-up to the 2007 hit based off the comic book by Top Cow Productions. Jackie has risen to the top of the Franchetti crime family. He has money, power, and a squad of loyal goons. Life is perfect, except for the memory of his dead girlfriend haunting his every move. Oh yeah, and the fact that he's got 2 demonic tentacles growing out of him. Bummer. Jackie may hate the darkness, but we love it. How many times have you thought of lifting someone you disliked by their limbs and snapping them into like a Thanksgiving wishbone? Well, look no further than this eviscerating sequel to fulfill that closeted desire of yours. Alright, RPG fans, equip your most potent potions and cast your strongest stamina buffs because you're in for the long haul with 38 Studios' newest Western RPG, Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. Based off the imaginary universe by sci-fi novelist R.A. Salvatore, KOA throws you into a world rich with lore and enchantment. Reckoning is a big, huge game. Get it? Never mind. The game is massive. Players are expected to play 20 to 30 hours without even cracking the surface of the game or customization options. The game's amazing action-based gameplay has been the main attractor of attention. Players can choose whether to play a claymore-wielding warrior, a deceptive archer, or a magically gifted sorcerer, but are not bound to the confines of one specific class or skill set. All in all, awarding to all significant others currently in a relationship with an RPG lover. Prepare to become an RPG widow, at least for a few weeks. Sorry, Kingdom and Honor first. Sometimes you encounter things through your journey in life that make you ponder existential questions such as, is there a God? Why am I here? What is laughter? And there are some things that make you just throw up your hands in the air and politely ask, what the f is that? Well, ThinkGeek has provided us with one such moment with the release of their new toy based off of Portal 2's Wheatley. They call it the Potato OS Science Kit. And really, we get it, but what we don't get is why? Well, if any of you out there are looking to turn your Idaho potatoes into sadistic, semi-sentient spuds, then sprint over to thinkgeek.com and drop the $24.99. As for us, we'll keep scratching our heads and asking, what the f is that? I'm Irena Murphy, and that's a wrap.